Hello, I'm Jenny Lewis. Welcome to my website. You may have read above about my life growing up in New Orleans and Alabama, becoming an attorney, moving to New York, working there for 17 years, learning a great deal about myself until all the things began to fall apart and it was time for a new phase to come in, where my work became difficult, managing people, where my relationship fell apart due to an STI, which had me lean further into the truth of who I am. And also recognize how to connect more with people as I learned and grew in my career, slowing down. I began to look internally, clearing out, renovating my apartment there as I renovated myself, learning about the importance of connection with the external as well as the internal and having it in alignment. Life was leading me toward a remembrance of an indigenous, a deeper knowing kind of way. From there, childhood traumas began to come up, and I began to heal my sexuality in relationship to my voice and myself. Not only did I do work on my belief systems, which originated really from a system of a certain kind of slavery, even though that is my growing up lineage, growing up as a Black woman in the South, it really is a universal United States kind of thing, giving your life force over in return for survival, for security. And now I'm learning a new way. Slowly and carefully, because it really does hit upon some deep fears that I will not be taken care of, and yet at the same time finding a safety net of trust in the rhythms of life as I learn to be with them even through the fears. And this is a life work, not a day or a week. And so I moved to California and learned more and sat in the sun for a long time as I did, just healing my soul, healing my body, allowing myself to open to the truth of who I am from deep within, allowing her, my original spirit, to grow as I created a new community and allowed those around me who were already there and wanted to grow with me to come in too. I moved to Northern California and then back to Birmingham, following the flow of what I knew was the right next move, which often did not seem understandable but deeply true. Almost like a choice to eat something you know you want, and to eat anything else would not satisfy. And so learning to hone my life according to that plan, I am learning who I truly am. Not the ways of comfort or prescription, but instead a much more facile person, one who can move with even the things that seem hard or impossible. I find myself there, and a certain strength develops that I didn't know that I have. Almost filling in the craters of fear with ability. And so that has been my journey so far, and will continue for sure. And those are also my offerings, as I've done a lot of study and deep sexuality work, of a coming back of that, a learning what is true, in order to find wholeness and embodiment to who I am. And I continue to embody who I am. A learning of ancient studies as it brings me back to the truth in my bones, of ritual and spirit, of nature and deep knowing of the feminine. Yeah. And so I offer that to you in my services, a remembrance of who you are first, and that is true no matter where you are, that you can move and flow and be worthy in all of it. I've recently added conflict resolution as I integrate the lawyer back into my true self, whole self. Because sitting down after having done the work yourself, face to face, and resolving brings you back, brings community back. And there is a deeper knowing and lesson in that too. I have groups in deep indigenous studies. If this resonates, email me or join the group on the My Services page. Ashe.